Hey y'all, it's Ashley from I Have Plans for You, and in this video, I'll show you how I created these super cute and easy paper Christmas ornaments. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome for the first time if you're new here. So I got this idea from Shada Campbell, who is one of the first artists that I followed on YouTube. And she was doing watercolor ornaments. And I was thinking to myself, like, Ashley, you've drawn watercolor ornaments as stickers before. Wouldn't it be nice to just share how you can use those and create ornaments from them? So these are some of the ornaments that I drew last year, and they were in a sticker release for the holidays. It was called Watercolor Christmas, I believe. They're still available on my shop. But one of the things that I offer in my shop are digital downloads, and therefore stuff just like this, because you can resize them and make them however large or small you want to. So what I've done here is I've created kind of just like a sample sheet of some of the elements from that collection, and we're going to create ornaments. This sheet will also be available for all of my patrons. So if you're a patron, go ahead and download your sheet and you can work along with me. So I'm using a conglomerate of supplies here. I have a few metallic brush markers by Karen, and y'all, they sell these at Michael's now. I bought quite a few of them. They're kind of expensive, but they're so satisfying to use. I have a white 0.7 Uni Posca pen. And y'all know I normally use the, what is it? That Jelly Roll size 10 gel pen. But I decided to change it up a little bit this time and try this one out because I never use these. I have a red Edding metallic brush pen. And then I have these zebra doodlers in different colors that kind of match these colors that are here. Plus I have, and these are from a huge box that I bought at Staples. Then I have scissors, wood beads, twine, ribbon. Here's the twine. I have something to punch a hole. Can y'all believe I don't actually have like a single hole puncher? So I have this like one hole punch from the We Are Makers little thing. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to draw or color in and make little designs on this page. So I wanted this to be really festive and something that was easy for you to do, that was kind of like low stress. So you don't have to draw each individual element, you just decorate. And so I'll show you how I'm going to decorate them, and you can decorate along with me. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm speeding it up a little bit here because, full disclosure, this took me a little over an hour to do the entire thing, from decorating all the way to cutting everything out and putting those darn beads in the ornaments, which we'll get to later. But first, I'm taking the gold metallic deco brush from the Karen Deco brush, and I colored in that star. So now you see me with the silver deco brush, and quite honestly, y'all, I am going to use those brush markers for anything I can come up with because they are so juicy and smooth and addicting to write with. Just to give it a pop of color, I'm going in with the red Edding metallic brush marker. And you're gonna see here that I have to actually go in with 2 coats of the red just to kind of make it pop and stand out a little more. But the actual sticker of this tree has ornaments on it. So this printout that I'm giving to my patrons, I removed the ornaments from the tree. And so just in case you didn't know, I create all of my stickers in an app called Procreate on my iPad. But I'm taking this Posca pen. I have this white 0.7 size Posca pen. And you can see that I'm kind of like making these scribbly marks with the Posca pen because it looks like garland, and it's super easy garland to make. You just scribble back and forth. And this probably took me like 5 minutes to do, but luckily I can speed it up here for you on YouTube because you can get the idea with it kind of sped up. But I'm just scribbling on that garland, and you see how natural and like flowy but still kind of hand drawn it looks. I thought that'd be super cute and easy for you all to do. So I also wanted to mention that I am using like a thick cardstock. This is the same cardstock that I use for like my thank you notes in my store. So like a flyer, like 110-pound paper is what it is. And that'll help because I'm using a lot of paint on this page. And also it'll help make sure that the ornament is thick when we go to put in the bead and the twine and all that. So I'm just scribbling on through. As you can see, even sped up, that's taking a long time, but that gives you some time to decide what you want to do, how you want to do your garland. And I do have the line for the garland still there, so you can kind of just follow it. But now I thought it'd be super cute to add snow with that same white pen to give this tree a little more of a pop. And so I added more snow at the top, and then I'm kind of spreading it out a little bit more at the bottom there. And now I'm going through and I'm adding just a little bit of a kind of like a highlight to each one of the ornaments on the tree. And so I'm just going to add a little bit of a highlight to that star, and we'll be all done with the tree. Now I'm going to move on to the Merry Christmas lettering there. And for this one, we're going to go super simple. Since it's a star, I figured it's probably shimmering. And so I'm going to use the gold glitter zebra gel pen that I bought. These came in a huge pack, and I got these at Staples. They were pretty expensive. I'm not particularly sure if I would say you should buy the whole pack. I feel like some of my pens were missing out of the pack. But this was super relaxing to just draw and color in that star that's already on the page. And so that's just the first step here. Color in the star, and you can use whatever color you want or whatever color you like. If you like the metallic look more, then by all means do that. But now I'm going in and I'm doing kind of like that shadow that you all are pretty used to seeing me do with my lettering. And it's just kind of like a drop shadow on the right and bottom of the lettering. And I'm doing that for all of the letters, and you can do all types of things with this. When I was kind of testing out this page, I actually used gel pens in the color that the lettering was in, and kind of just did the lettering, like drew right over on top of it with the gel pen and kind of blended those colors out. So I used the red and then blended that into the green and then the blue. But when I finally got to this last iteration of it, I decided that I really liked this drop shadow, and I wanted to do something that was kind of simple and quick for you all too, since we did a little more detail on the tree. And to make it pop just a little more, I wanted to add some of my highlights with the Posca pen to the letters. So now it's just gonna kind of give it a little more of a pop with that white on those letters. And you can see that Posca pen looks really bright on the first pass. So yeah, just add a few highlights whichever way you like to. You can follow what I'm doing, or you can just add your own. But it really, that white on top of lettering, I added a lot because it gives it a nice bit of character, and it's not much effort there. Okay, so next we're gonna do this little tag. It's kind of like a gift tag, but I thought the idea of a gift tag as an ornament was super cute. And if you were attuned to my last release, then you'll notice that this is actually one of the lettering pieces from the lettering kit for the Glimmer and Green collection. So I'm just taking 3 different glitter gel pens, and I'm kind of doing like a cheating faux calligraphy there, and I'm coloring in what's there. So you know, for the lettering kit you get brush markers, and you will, you know, kind of like follow the lettering that I've given you and brush them in. In this case, you're going to just color in what already exists. And if I can be very honest with you guys, I realized here that I might need to start wearing my glasses when I shoot YouTube videos, because I try to keep my head out of the frame. But when I'm lettering, especially getting down to little details like this, I put my head kind of close to the paper, and I couldn't do that so that it wasn't in the frame, and I couldn't really see. So I mess up just a little bit, but I go back and fix it here. But I think, you know, who else is having to deal with accepting the fact that you might need to wear your glasses? That's me. So I'm not alone, right? Put it in the comments if you're doing the same thing. But you can see here that I'm just using different colors, and I'm trying to keep them Christmassy, and also using colors that are already on this sheet, so that when I put these on my tree, they will be, you know, they'll kind of like look like they go together because the colors go together. And the shimmer on this, you all, is gorgeous. I'm not sure how much you can see the shimmer from these gel pens, but they really are gorgeous. Sometimes you do kind of have to work them a little bit to make sure that the ink is coming out, you know, in a nice flowy way, in a consistent way. But once that ink gets flowing, these are really gorgeous glitter gel pens. And you see, I'm just going in and filling in the tree, filling in all of the words. And these are actually very relaxing to color with too. So I'll probably be coloring a little bit with these as well. One more thing that I'll say about using these gel pens in this big zebra pack is that I notice that I get a better color flow when I'm holding the pen kind of straight up and down. And I don't normally hold my pens like that, especially on my YouTube videos, because it's harder for you to see what I'm doing. But I just wanted to mention that that's why I'm kind of holding it straight up and down. And when I pull away, you'll kind of see that I just colored everything in. And now I'm going to go in and color in the tree, and I'm doing just kind of like some scratchy marks so it looks like a tree. I'm not just like filling in every single spot. And you can choose to fill yours in if you want to or not, because it is pretty cute with just the outline as well. So now for the actual ornaments. I thought this was really nice because these already have a watercolor style. That was kind of the idea when I was drawing these for the stickers. And so I'm just going to write the words love, joy, and hope on each one in kind of like differing lettering styles, but hopefully they'll all kind of tie together in the end here. I'm using the silver Karen brush marker. Y'all, if you can get your hands on one of these, because they sell them in singles and they sell them in like packs. I bought the golds and the silver as singles, and I think of quite a few of the metallics are sold as singles in Michaels. But I'll link these below too, because for a long time you can only find them on Amazon for a while. But they are so juicy and smooth. I will definitely be using these a lot more. But now I'm going through and I'm doing kind of like this leafy pattern. And I just made a long stem, and I'm just making branches off of that stem and branches off of some of those branches and making leaves. I'll zoom in just a little bit so you can see that here. And there's really no rhyme or reason to how I'm putting these leaves here. I just know that I want to fill in this space at the bottom because I'm going to go in later and fill in the space at the top. And then so once I get all of my leaves done, I go back in and I fill in the main stem. And then I'm doing this kind of scratchy, messy way that I like to fill my leaves sometimes, where I'm just drawing lines to fill them in. So they're not completely filled. You can kind of see a little bit of the red poke through, but I thought that was a cute way to give it kind of like a hand-drawn feel. And as you can see, I'm doing the same thing at the top. And that curve of the main branch for your leaves doesn't have to be a perfect curve. It doesn't have to be a perfect line or anything. You just want to keep in mind your goal, and in this sense, my goal is to fill in the space. And so I'm making leaves. Some of them go behind other leaves or in front of other leaves. They might be touching or overlapping, but I just want to fill in that space with leaf shapes coming off of multiple stems from a main stem, and then fill them in with that scratchy look. And now that I've thickened that stem, I'm done with the leaves, and I'm going back in with that Posca pen, and I'm just adding these little dot clusters. They kind of look like berries, they kind of look like snow. You don't know, but it's cute, and you can just add them wherever you want, and it's a very quick and easy way to just add some detail to a leaf drawing. I do that a lot on my leaf drawings. And I'm also gonna go in with the Karen brush marker, the silver metallic one here, and I'm just filling in the actual cap there for the ornament. And honestly, the only reason I'm doing this is because I really wanted to use that marker again. But it does give it a nice kind of metallic look to something that is supposed to be metal in real life. Okay, so after I get those all filled in, I'm gonna go ahead and write the word joy on the pink ornament there. And I'm doing a slightly different lettering style. And this one is a little more regal, this style, but it's also a serif style. So you'll see me add those serifs to the letters. I wanna mention too, with the glitter brush pens, not the brush pens, but the gel pens, all the gel pens in that pack take a little while to dry. So be careful when you're moving around and you're, doing all of your designs. But now you see me going in and making these little berry clusters with the red glitter gel pen, because I'm going to take the green glitter gel pen and make leaves that make these clusters look like holly. So I'm just making these scalloped leaves, and I'm putting them on either side or both sides of those clusters, making sure that I'm kind of spreading things out evenly. And I'm making these little holly clusters around the word joy. So these are a little bit easier than the leaves if you haven't done leaves before. And I just wanted to give you all an option for something that was really pretty, but also really easy to get done if you are kind of new to drawing flower clusters or leaves or things like that. So also for a little extra flair, I'm gonna go in and use the same color as the ornament in the gel pen, but give a shadow to the words that we've drawn. And with the color being the same as the actual ornament, it looks like an actual shadow. So I thought that was just a nice pop, since those letters were looking a little lonely on the ornaments. But I'm just gonna take, for even on the blue ornament, when I get ready to do that one, I'm gonna take the same color as the ornament in the glitter gel pen and do a shadow. So I did it with the red one for the word love. Now I'm doing it for the word joy with this pink glitter pen, and you see that's what I was talking about when I said you kind of have to make sure the ink is flowing. I just got on another sheet of paper and scribbled around until the ink started flowing again, and then finished that shadow. Be sure that your shadows are all on the same side of your letters. So if you're doing like I'm doing with the right and bottom, make sure that all of your shadows are on the right and bottom. That'll help these ornaments stay cohesive. So for the blue ornament, I just did kind of like my basic lettering style that's in my Brush Lettering Basics workbook. And I just lettered the word hope. And now I'm going in with that blue glitter pen and doing my shadow with it. And then I'm going to take the red glitter pen and just do some dots. Simple and easy dots, just to tie everything together since we have red on the other ornaments. And just doodle them in, draw them in. You can do diamonds, you can do squares, but it's just nice to have that little bit of pop of glitter there. And now I'm going in to give it a little bit of snow or white dots. Whatever you want to see these as. I see them as snow. And now we're all done with those ornaments. I want to go back and just add a few like abstract looking dots like I like to do sometimes to kind of fill in some space on that tag, that gift tag ornament that we're doing. And then we're going to go ahead and get these all cut out. Voila! So I left a little bit of white space around each of the ornaments. I just thought it gave it a little bit of character. You don't have to do that. But now I'm going in here with my little We Are Makers one punch from that punch set that they have. And I'm punching a hole at the top of each of the ornaments that we have here. And I just wanted you all to see this so you can see how I decided to punch the hole in. Of course, you can cut out a little bit of extra like I did on the Merry Christmas there to have a dedicated spot to punch the hole. But this is just what I did, so I wanted you all to see. And as you can see here, I decided on the twine, and one tip is to cut a little more twine than you think you're going to need. And also, y'all, putting those beads, putting that twine into the beads kicked my behind, which is why you will only see me do it here once, and I did the rest of them off camera. I had to take a paper clip and push both of the ends through. So you see me doing that here. I just took a paper clip and unraveled it, or unfolded it, I guess. And then you see me using that to stick one of the ends in, and then I'm going to take the other end through that same hole, and then the glass bead will kind of sit at the bottom. And you see there, I'm just like really struggling. I left this part in so that if you're struggling, you can see that, that's just what happens apparently when you're putting twine into beads. But eventually we got it through, and then I'm going ahead and I'm evening up those pieces of twine and making sure that bead sits exactly where I want it to. And then I'm going to tie the top here, and then I'm going to which was also a struggle because the twine started coming apart a little bit. But once you clip the edges of the twine, then you'll see that it actually looks really cute. So it doesn't look all frayed and funny looking. Just clip the top and you'll have a super cute ornament. But this is what they all look like. Let me know if you like this video. This was actually pretty fun and a great idea for using your digital stickers or your digital download stickers. Of course, they're for personal use, so you can't sell these, but this is just another way to be able to use them. Please be sure to like this video if you did like it, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. I do planner content, lettering content, which the letter with me is coming up on my Patreon that I do every single month for them next week. And I also do illustration content like this. So subscribe if you want to stick around, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, you all.